All right, welcome back. Day 7 of our 78-day journey brings us to a card that everyone thinks they've got figured out, the Lovers. But what if I told you it's not really about finding the one? What if it's actually about finding yourself? Let's dig in and uncover what's really going on with this card. So, here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with the Fool's big choice. Then we'll dive into the amazing artwork. After that, we'll unpack its real meaning, about union and your personal values. Of course, we'll cover what it means in a reading, and we'll wrap it all up with its connection to Gemini. Okay, first things first. We can't just look at this card in isolation. To really get it, we've got to put ourselves in the Fool's shoes. This is a massive turning point in his journey, a real fork in the road. Up to this point, the Fool's journey has been pretty much all about him. It's been very internal. He's met his mentors, learned some stuff, but it's all been focused on his own world, his own potential. A real solo act. Boom. This card, it changes everything. This is where the journey starts looking outward. It's not just about me anymore. And here it is, card number 6. The Lovers. This card throws down 2 huge brand new challenges for our Fool. And trust me, these are going to change his path big time. So on the one hand, you've got this powerful, undeniable pull towards someone else, right? That urge to connect, to form a partnership. But, and here's the kicker, at the exact same time, the Fool has to start questioning all the rules and lessons he's been given. He has to figure out what he actually believes. So you see, it's not just about finding love. It's about finding out who you are while you're doing it. Okay, to really get a handle on both of these challenges, we need to zoom in. Let's get our detective hats on and look at the symbolism packed into this single image. There is so much going on here. Right in the middle, you see the 2 main figures, a man and a woman. And they're totally unveiled, completely open and vulnerable with each other. The vibe is very Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. It's meant to represent that pure, innocent human connection before things get, well, complicated. And look up, watching over them is this amazing winged figure. Now, this is not your everyday Cupid with a little bow and arrow. No way. This is a serious divine blessing. It's a sign that this connection is the real deal. It's guided from a higher place, not just some passing crush. Okay, now let's look closer at the details. Behind the man, you see that tree. That's the tree of life. Notice how its branches are reaching up. That symbolizes the conscious mind, logic, reason, all the stuff we think we know. And then, behind the woman, we've got the other famous tree, the tree of knowledge, complete with the serpent. This represents the other side of the coin, the subconscious, our intuition. And yeah, the whole temptation of making a choice. It's such a brilliant way to show the balance, right? Conscious and subconscious. Logic and emotion, everything coming together under that divine blessing. So all this symbolism brings us to a really important point. It's so easy to just look at this card and think, oh, romance. But that's barely scratching the surface. I mean, it's a totally fair question, right? But the answer is a big, resounding no. Sure, the card is definitely about deep connection, but its real core message, it's all about choice. The choices that make you, well, you. Just think back to that tree of knowledge for a second. The Lover's card pops up at that exact moment in life when you stop just going along with what everyone else says and you start deciding for yourself what you truly value. It's that huge leap from following the crowd to forging your own path. So here's the bottom line. The Lover shows up when you are at a moral or ethical crossroads. It's pushing you to make a choice, not based on what your parents or society expects, but based on what you know is right deep down. It's all about personal integrity. All right, so much for the theory. What does this actually mean when it shows up in a spread? Let's get practical. When it's upright, the Lovers is a fantastic sign. It's all about harmony, attraction, deep love, and that beauty you find in a really balanced partnership. It can also mean you've gotten through some tough times. But when it's reversed, that's a warning. It points to disharmony, bad choices, things not working out, and a whole lot of frustration, especially in relationships. Okay, but you might be thinking, hold on, there are other cards about love and relationships, aren't there? And you are absolutely right. So what makes the Lovers so different? What makes it so major? Let's put it side by side with another card people often think of for partnerships, the Two of Cups.
At first glance, they look kind of similar, right? But where they sit in the deck changes the whole game.
See, the Lovers is Major Arcana. That means it's about the big stuff. Major life lessons, soul-level connections. It's a profound attraction that feels like it's coming from somewhere beyond just the two of you. The Two of Cups, on the other hand, is Minor Arcana. It's more about the day-to-day. It can represent a great connection, maybe based on shared interests or that initial spark. Both are great, but the Lovers, that's the one that carries some serious weight for your overall life journey.
All right, to finish up, let's add one last fascinating layer to this. Its connection to the cosmos. So the Lovers is tied to the element of air and the zodiac sign Gemini, and when you think about it, this makes perfect sense. Gemini, the twins, is the sign of duality, communication, and seeing both sides of things. And air is the element of the intellect, of ideas. So this connection just perfectly reinforces everything we've been saying. It's all about two things coming together, the need for a real intellectual connection, and, there it is again, the central theme of making a choice. And that really brings us back to the core challenge of the Lovers. The card isn't just asking you, who are you going to love? It's asking, who are you going to be? It's saying when you're standing at that crossroads and you have to make a profound choice that links your heart and your head, which path will you choose to become whole? It's a powerful question and one worth sitting with.